J.K. Rowling is one of the most famous writers in the world. She was born on July 31, 1965, in Yate, Gloucestershire, England. Her full name is Joanne Rowling, but she chose to use the pen name J.K. Rowling when she began writing. The K comes from her paternal grandmother's name, Kathleen. J.K. Rowling is best known for writing the Harry Potter series, which has become a worldwide phenomenon. However, her journey to success was not easy, and she faced many challenges before becoming the famous author that people know today. As a child, J.K. Rowling loved to read books. She was especially interested in fantasy books, and she enjoyed reading stories about magic and adventure. Her favorite book as a child was The Little White Horse, by Elizabeth Gouge. She also loved to write stories. She started writing at a young age, and by the time she was in school, she had already written several stories. One of her early stories was about a rabbit who was very clever and had many adventures. Rowling loved writing and dreamed of becoming a writer when she grew up, but at the time, she didn't know how to make that dream come true. When she was older, J.K. Rowling went to the University of Exeter. She studied French, which allowed her to read books in other languages, and she also learned about European literature. After finishing her studies, Rowling tried to find work. She had several jobs, but none of them were what she truly wanted to do. She worked as a researcher and bilingual secretary for Amnesty International, an organization that defends human rights. Even though she had a job, she never gave up on her dream of becoming a writer. During a train ride from Manchester to London in 1990, J.K. Rowling had an idea for a story. She imagined a young boy who discovered that he was a wizard. This boy would go to a special school called Hogwarts to learn magic. Rowling later said that the idea came to her out of nowhere, and she was so excited about it that she started writing down notes right away. It was the beginning of what would become the Harry Potter series. Rowling spent the next several years writing the first book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. She wrote whenever she had free time, even though she was facing many difficulties in her personal life. At the time, she was a single mother living in Edinburgh, Scotland. She struggled financially, and it was hard for her to find the time and energy to write while taking care of her daughter. But she was determined to finish the book. Every day, she wrote new parts of the story, and over time, it began to come together. In 1995, after 5 years of hard work, Rowling finished the first draft of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. She was excited to share it with others, so she sent it to several literary agents and publishers. However, she faced rejection after rejection. Many publishers didn't believe that the book would be successful. One publisher even told her that children's books about magic were not popular. But Rowling didn't give up. She kept trying, and in 1996, a publisher named Bloomsbury finally agreed to publish the book. The editor at Bloomsbury, a woman named Barry Cunningham, liked the story and saw its potential. She decided to take a chance on it. The book was released in 1997 under the title Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It tells the story of Harry, an orphaned boy who discovers that he is a wizard. Harry is invited to attend Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, where he learns about magic and makes new friends, including Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. Together, they face many challenges and adventures as they try to stop an evil wizard, Lord Voldemort, from returning to power. At first, the book did not sell very many copies, but word of mouth helped it become more popular. Soon, children and adults all over the world were reading the book, and they couldn't wait for the next one. The book was a huge success, and it won several prestigious awards, including the British Book Award for Children's Book of the Year. The Harry Potter series was born, and J.K. Rowling's life would never be the same. The second book in the series, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, was released in 1998. The third book, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, came out in 1999. The books became more popular with each new release. Fans eagerly waited for the next adventure of Harry Potter and his friends. The books were translated into many languages, and children and adults all around the world fell in love with the magical world of Hogwarts. In 2000, the fourth book, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, was released. This book took the story in a darker direction as Harry and his friends faced more dangerous challenges. As the books progressed, the themes grew more serious, dealing with friendship, loyalty, love, and the fight between good and evil. The characters in the series also grew older, and the stories became more complex, reflecting the changes in their lives. The fifth book, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, was published in 2003. The sixth book, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, was released in 2005. Finally, the seventh and last book, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, was published in 2007. The series came to an end with Harry and his friends facing the ultimate battle against Lord Voldemort. In the final book, many characters were lost, and Harry learned important lessons about love, sacrifice, and bravery. Ultimately, Harry defeats Voldemort and saves the wizarding world. The Harry Potter books became a worldwide success, selling millions of copies and being translated into over 80 languages. The books were also made into movies, starting with Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in 2001. The films were very successful, and they introduced the magical world of Harry Potter to millions of people who had never read the books. The movies helped to make J.K. Rowling's world-famous story even more popular. Even though J.K. Rowling became a global superstar because of the Harry Potter series, she did not stop writing after finishing the books. In 2012, she wrote a book called The Casual Vacancy, which was a novel for adults. It was very different from the Harry Potter books. It was a story about a small town and the problems that its people faced. The book received mixed reviews, but it showed that Rowling was not afraid to try new things. In addition to writing under her own name, J.K. Rowling also started writing mystery novels under the pen name Robert Galbraith. The first book in the Cormoran Strike detective series, titled The Cuckoo's Calling, was published in 2013. The books were well received, and Rowling proved that she could write in many different genres. Readers enjoyed her new books and appreciated her talent as a writer in a different style. Throughout her career, J.K. Rowling has faced many challenges, but she has never given up on her passion for writing. She has shown the world that hard work, determination, and believing in yourself can help you overcome obstacles. In addition to her writing, J.K. Rowling has also used her success to give back to others. She has donated large sums of money to charity, particularly to causes that support children and families in need. J.K. Rowling's success has inspired many people, especially young writers. She has shown them that it is possible to turn your dreams into reality, if you keep working hard. Her story teaches readers about the importance of perseverance and never giving up, no matter how difficult life may seem. Today, J.K. Rowling is one of the most successful authors in history, and her books continue to inspire new generations of readers all over the world.